Alright, what's happening YouTube? This is Daniel with Family God and Country, back with another video here on our Everyday Man's EDC. To start this video, I wanted to go on a little bit of a rant and talk about how the videos that I've seen on EDC on YouTube, prepper style, things like that, you know, they have their thumbnail and it's 17 different guns and, you know, 11 different knives with side knives to go with those, and 14 lighters, and it's just I think people are not understanding what EDC is. You know, EDC is everyday carry, and I understand they're going to interchange some of those knives and things like that. I'm going to do that with my knife here. I'll show you a couple different knives that I like to carry. I'll interchange them. But when you say EDC and people are showing you this video that's 100 different items, you know, what are they carrying it in? Where are they carrying it on their person? What do they do for a job to be able to carry that type of stuff? You know, what stores are they going in and carrying 6 Glocks? You know, I don't know. It kind of boggles my mind. It's kind of annoying, really, and I don't ever watch the videos. I mean, I do watch them, but I don't, you know, I always have a bias to it right off the bat when it's that type of thumbnail, and that's why I intentionally set this up in that same style where you've got everything kind of jigsawed together here. And I wanted to show what a real everyday carry is. This is my real every single day carry. When I get up in the morning and go to work, this is what goes in my pocket, this is what goes on my hip, this is what goes in my boots. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull you guys a little bit closer. We're gonna get a close-up view of this, and I'll go through each item as we go. See here, this is what I think an everyday carry looks like. And you know, we each have our own opinions, to each his own. I don't judge anybody for what they do. I support everybody that does preparedness videos and stuff like that, because I think it's important to teach people who don't do it. But having said that, I do think it's getting kind of ridiculous with some of these different videos I've been seeing. But anyways, that's either here nor there. So this is my real everyday carry, things that are with me all the time. And like I said, I do interchange some things. You know, sometimes with the Bic lighter I will carry a Zippo lighter on occasion. I usually prefer to carry a Bic, but every once in a while when the mood strikes me, I'll go ahead and put a Zippo in my pocket. So that's the first thing I carry every single day. I also smoke, so you know, I'd always have a lighter with me. The next thing here is my Ruko boot knife. Now, I got this at Orson's Farm and Home. I believe it was in the $20 to $25 range, and it's really high quality for what it is. You know, it's not meant for anything other than stabbing. It's a self-defense weapon, is all this is. Double-edged. It's got like a Kydex sheath with a very secure lock. You know, I couldn't shake that thing out of there if I wanted to. It's got the clasp on the back there, and it is reversible. You can take these 3 screws out and interchange that to the other side, so you can hang this different ways. And it also came with a chain to carry it as a neck knife, but I think, in my opinion, it's a little heavy for a neck knife, but it works perfect for my boots. So I carry that every single day. The next thing will be my pocket knife. Now, this is one I've been carrying lately. This is a Schrade Walden. This one was actually made in New York. This is a early 1950s model, I believe, from the research that I've done. It's 3 different blades. You can see there, it's razor sharp. It is high carbon steel. And then it's got another small blade just for cleaning your fingernails out and shit like that. And you can see it says Schrade Walden right there on it. This is one of my absolute favorite pocket knives, not only because of it is kind of more of a rare knife, I think. I just like the way it feels. It's really high quality. You can see there's a little bit of darkening on the blade, but that's to be expected with a 80-year-old knife, 70-year-old knife. So that's one pocket knife that I carry. Now this is where I do understand what those guys are saying as far as having multiple blades and stuff like that. I wanted to show, you know, if I'm not carrying this one, I'll trade this one out, and I might carry something like this. This knife was given to me by my dad, who's not really in my life at all, and I'm not sure exactly who even makes it. One thing I can tell you, it's probably one of the sharpest knives I've ever had, and it stays sharp. And this is a Taylor Cutlery. Hopefully you can see that Taylor Cutlery there, surgical steel in Japan. Which, anytime I see something foreign on a knife, you know, that's another reason why I love this knife, because it says made in the USA right on it, which is cool. But having said that, this is a really high quality knife as well. These are real bone handles here, and what this is it was some type of mining operation. You can see it says mine number 21 there, and then 883 is probably the year, and then you can see on this side of the blade it says no accidents, and then on this side it says Ridge Runner, and it looks like it has, to me, a still, an alcohol still of some sorts on it. But either way, I mean, there's zero blade play. Really nice strong lock, really high quality knife with actual real bone handles with real pins all the way through. This is a quality blade. It does say Japan on it, but this is a quality knife, and I do carry it quite often. And actually two more knives that I carry, because I wanted to show that I do somewhat understand some of these guys. This is my Camp King, and this is I believe Imperial makes these. This is Imperial? Yeah. Imperial in Providence, Rhode Island. And from the research I've done on this one, this was made between the early 50s to mid 70s is what I can find. There's different markings with the crown above the eye in Imperial there. Different ways that USA is on the blade, things like that, stamps. So from what I can find, this is when that was made. And I almost just cut myself there, and I carry this one just as much as the other ones, really. I do carry this a lot when I'm camping, a lot when I'm fishing. I like it for a fishing knife, and it's got a bottle opener there and a flathead screwdriver and a bottle opener there, and I carry this one all the time as well. Okay, moving on from knives here, we'll get into the rest of what I carry every day, and we'll go with a cell phone. This is just a standard cheap, probably the cheapest smartphone I could find. I do like to have the smartphone just because of certain apps I like to read up on the news and stuff like that. If not for that, I'd have a flip phone, to be honest with you. I have no use for phones. You know, we're carrying around our own personal tracking devices here, and that's all that is to me. And you can see the sticker I've got on it. But I do carry a phone every day, so I wanted to actually show you a real everyday carry. Next thing I carry every single day, obviously, and a lot of people do, is keys to different things, vehicles, locks, doors, stuff like that. One thing I don't have on here is a 4-foot baton like I've seen some people have on their keys, or a giant Swiss Army knife like I see people have on their keys. You know, I don't have a bug out bag, you know, fucking Altoids tin on here or anything like that. You know, this is just my keys, and I got a clip here that I clip them on my belt so they're not in my pocket, and that's my keys. That's all they are, and that's it. Next thing here, I wear this every day, and this is just a cheap Ozark Trails survival watch, I think they call it. This is the second one of these I had. The first one my kids got for me for either Father's Day or Christmas or something like that, and I enjoyed having it then. Something happened to that one. I either lost it or it broke or whatever. I didn't have it anymore, so I went and got me another one for like 12 bucks. It keeps good time. It is digital. It doesn't have a compass or anything on it. You know, I understand it's not a, you know, some tactical watch. It's got a tent built into it or anything like that, but it does have a ferrocerium rod here with a striker that you can remove. Well, you're supposed to be able to remove it. Anyway, it's in there now. It's got a removable striker there, ferrocerium rod here, another ferrocerium rod here, and it's actually got a rape whistle right here too for liberals. So I thought that was pretty cool. I do wear it every single day. This one is kind of new. I've had it probably a month, so it doesn't look too worn in yet, but you know, I wear it literally every single day. Next thing is wallet. Obviously, you know, this is simple. Just a regular wallet, cards, money, stuff like that. I do have a ready-man card in here, but it's really hard to get out of the pocket that I have it in, and I don't feel like getting it out. But it's a ready-man, I believe it's the fishing card. It's got some hooks and some different shit like that on it. Pretty simple. Anybody who doesn't know what ready-man is, just look it up. They got some cool shit there. And the last thing in my everyday carry, and it is an everyday carry, is this is a firearm. Charter Arms 38 Special Undercover. The Charter Arms there. I don't know if you can see. And this is the undercover model. It does say undercover. You can see it says Charter there. It says undercover on it somewhere. There it is. Undercover 38 Special. It is clear, obviously. Revolver, 5-round shot, 38 special round. I believe I'm shooting 128 grain bullets right now, something like that out of it. If memory serves me, I'm shooting Remingtons right now. That right there. In my opinion, a revolver's the way to go for an everyday carry. I don't ever hand anybody my weapon, but if I had to, this is a pretty simple weapon to shoot. You know, it's simple as pulling the hammer back and firing the weapon. The downside, you only get 5 shots, but it's, you know, with a 2.5 inch or 2-inch barrel, I can hit a soda can at 20 yards, no problem. No problem. And so I don't think I'd have any issues defending myself if need be. This gun has been through the ringer. I won't lie. I bought this actually for my little brother a year or two ago, and been carrying it ever since. Actually, about 2 months ago now, I had it in the holster that I carry it in, which is right here. And this is just Uncle Mike's fitted holster for this, with a clasp on the top here, so people can't take it out of your belt or so it don't fall out. And I had it in my hand. I was carrying it because I had taken it off my belt for some reason. I had it in my hand. I took it and I set it down on the tire of my 4Runner, the back tire of my 4Runner, so I could put my 3-year-old son in his car seat. And I proceeded to hop in the car and take off, and ran it over with my rear of my vehicle and the front tires of my vehicle, and it's no worse for wear. So there's a testimony to Charter Arms there. This is a quality weapon. This is the only firearm from Charter Arms that I've ever owned, but based off what I've noticed with this gun, it's obviously a quality firearm, and again, they're made in the United States, so you can't go wrong with that. That's my opinion of a everyday carry anyway. Maybe some people have a different opinion, I don't know. Based off what I see on YouTube, obviously that's what I consider a real everyday carry, because I carry it every day. So I appreciate everybody watching. If you have any comments, suggestions, anything, leave a comment, leave a like, subscribe if you enjoyed it, and I'll be back tomorrow with another one. Thank you.